The Hyundai Santa Cruz doesn't haul as much as you might think. Let's take a look. Well, good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to Robmotive MT. And that's right, the Hyundai Santa Cruz doesn't haul as much as you might think it can. Real quick, before we get into it, make sure, if you're new, maybe you haven't, to go ahead and smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. So today I actually have a little project I'm doing for the Santa Cruz, and I thought, you know, I'll take it to the Lowe's and pick up the supplies I need, which is just a little bit of wood. Cost on this is about 39 bucks if you have paint, but that's a whole nother video. We'll get into that. So I tied it down nice and conveniently on the inside, pushed the tonneau cover back to its first stop, which was very handy, and then put my wood in. It's just a few pieces, not much weight here. I'm certainly not exceeding the hauling capacity of the Hyundai Santa Cruz with what I'm hauling in it today. But I got to thinking, you know, I've heard some rumors about what it really can haul, and it's not equal to the numbers that I've been hearing for total hauling capacity, if you will. So let's get into it. It's rated at 1,400 pounds. You can haul 1,400 pounds, but there's a couple caveats to that. Number one, you have to subtract from that 1,400 pounds the weight of the people and the stuff that you're carrying inside. So if you've got a couple people in there, you've got to take them into account. If you've added maybe the crossbars to the top, some various other things that you're storing in the bed or in the cubbies inside, all of that reduces the hauling capacity. So let's take a look at an example. Let's say you've got you and your buddy, you're going to go to the Lowe's and pick up some stuff. Now, let's say, for sake of argument, you weigh a couple hundred pounds each. That's 400 pounds, right? Maybe more, but let's use that. So you weigh 400 pounds combined, take that away from the 1,400 capacity, you're left with 1,000 pounds. Now you might think, okay, I can put 1,000 pounds in the bed. No, you can't. For you see, the bed is actually rated less. You're not supposed to haul any more than 661 pounds in the bed. A lot of people say 650. If you're taking it to the nth degree, it's 661 pounds. And by the way, the total hauling capacity is 1,411 pounds. They just round it to make it easier for us, I suppose. So the true bed hauling capacity is 661 pounds. That's assuming that you have that left after you go ahead and subtract the weight of your passengers. Maybe you've got 4 guys in there. Maybe they weigh 250 pounds apiece. I mean, that's 1,000 pounds of guys right there, right? So you've got 400 pounds left. Obviously, you could put that 400 pounds in the bed because you're not exceeding the 661 pounds. But it's just a little bit misleading, and I'm not sure that a lot of people realize that, you know, you have to take into account what you're hauling around with you, people, in other words, before you truly know what the hauling capacity of the truck is. Any truck, not just the Santa Cruz. But I will say, I was surprised to hear that the bed limit is 661, regardless of how much of the 1,400 pounds total that you've used. Seems kind of light to me, and I'm guessing it's probably because of that little storage trunk in the back. That kind of weakens the integrity of the whole bed, if you will. So you pay for having that little convenience down there, which, by the way, I don't have a problem with. I think that's pretty cool. And I think if you're going to be hauling more than, I don't know, 600 and some pounds, you probably need to go up anyway as far as the truck. Maybe a full size, maybe even a mid-size, something like that. Who knows? So I just wanted to get on and give you guys a little bit of a heads up, a tip. You really can't haul 1,400 pounds in your truck. I mean, if anything, and it's just you have to subtract your own weight, and then you can't put more than 611 pounds in the bed, or 661 pounds in the bed after that. Now, one other thing I do want to mention, why is that important? I mean, I know a lot of people out there, they'll pull up to pick up some dirt or some rocks or whatever, you know, where that loader comes up with that great big scoop and drops a whole load of something in your truck? You ever done that? The whole truck kind of bounces? That's kind of a drag, a little scary too. But I know a lot of us exceed that. I've done it many times in the past with my trucks. Where it becomes a problem is if you break something. If you have a new truck and you're under warranty and you overload it and you break something on it, they're not going to cover it because it says that you can't haul above a certain amount. You've exceeded it. Now, it's all going to be up to you as to what you tell the folks when you take the truck in to have it fixed or repaired. But they also know the capacities of their own trucks. It will probably be up to the dealership or even the manufacturer as to whether or not they will cover that problem. It's like taking a Jeep out. I saw a story a while back. Somebody took a Jeep off-road. They actually sunk it in a mud hole. I mean up above the doors. Water got into everything. And then the owner of that Jeep thought that the manufacturer ought to cover it. Well, it says in the owner's manual, because I have a Jeep, I have two, that you can't exceed a certain water depth safely in order to maintain your warranty. So they obviously exceeded it. It then would have been up to the manufacturer, I suppose, or the dealership as to whether or not they would actually cover that. I never did hear what happened. I know it was some kind of a lawsuit. There was all kinds of publicity about it on the web. But I never heard any resolution. So maybe the dealership or the manufacturer decided to go ahead and cover it and they just didn't want to publicize it for obvious reasons. You know, if you do that for one, then you've got to do it for everybody, right? So everybody that was out there sinking their Jeeps in the water would be bringing them in to have them fixed. That's probably what happened, who knows. Anyway, just make sure that you conform if you're concerned about your warranty and you don't want to risk having any trouble. Let me know. Do you have any concerns about exceeding the weight limit on your Santa Cruz, or have you already? I'd be curious to know. Also, if you did in the beginning, make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about Toyota Tacomas. I have a 2021, it's all over that channel. And Rob Motive JT, all about Jeep Gladiators, with a little bit of Jeep Wrangler thrown in. Mine's sitting out there, you probably can't see it as it's all washed away by the gorgeous sunshine here. Anyway, check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there and stay within capacity if you value your brand new truck's warranty. Thanks for watching. Bye.